Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are having an okay week so far. I wanted to come on and chat with you guys. I've got some things that I just want to discuss, and it's probably going to be a little bit of a heavier topic. Shouldn't be a super long live. I say that all the time, and then it ends up being hours, but this one will not be that way. I just don't have it in me. So, we're going to have a discussion because I've sat back for the last going on 5 days and just kind of sat with my thoughts on a lot of things and really recycled my own thoughts through my head of what is happening and why. And some of this stuff I want to talk about publicly because I think some of the biggest points in situations are being missed. And I think to downplay it constantly or to diminish it as drama or the way it's been done is dangerous and disgusting. So let's get into this and have a chat. Hey everyone, popping in. Sorry, I'm not gonna probably be able to go through. I just don't have the energy. I'm sorry to go in and say hi to every one of the comments. I have been sleeping for the majority since Saturday. I've pretty much slept my days away, and I'm still dealing with this crud that's going on. But I feel a little bit better right now at the moment. I'm running with that while I have a little energy. But it comes and goes really fast. So to everyone fighting this crud going on, sending you a big hug because this shit sucks. It is a shitty situation. And I apologize for my emotions and my brain being all over the place. This is called cold medication. So just bear with me. I will try to make as much sense as I go. But I have some things I want to discuss. So I'm not going to do a full review of Brittany tonight. It's just not worth my energy. But there are some things I do want to discuss about the current situation going on. I do not want any comments about the contents of said video around her boys. None of it. I don't want to discuss that video. I don't want to discuss the video contents. I don't want to discuss that video in particular. However, we will be discussing that situation in itself involving where we are today. So that situation, for anybody that isn't aware, which I don't know how you wouldn't be because it's been 5 days of fucking nonstop content now, once again. So if you're unaware, the other day when I was doing a review live stream, the first of the year, I was reviewing Just Saying's video that had absolutely nothing to do with the video from 3 years ago in 2023 that was posted of Brittany's boys. Had nothing to do with it, but somebody in the comment section made a comment that was not noticed by myself. Like I said, I take accountability for it. It was left in my chat. I didn't see it. None of my mods saw it. The chat didn't see it. Nobody brought attention to it besides Angela's Clips and Giggles. Angela's Clips and Giggles took that comment made by Much Endeavors that made a threat about contacting CPS with said video from 3 years ago of Britney's boys and reporting her to CPS. I have nothing to do with this sub. This is a random chatter who goes all over the place. However, that's where it started. Angela's Clips and Giggles made a post, brought attention to it. Britney went live and raged out and blamed me for being involved with this. That how dare I? How fucking dare I? Well, bitch, sit the whole fucking way down, because how dare I? You might want to save that till after this one, because how dare I is about to get a lot bigger for you. But that comment then got attached to Clue. It was misstated over and over again that Clue, it was done on behalf of Clue. Britney blatantly said that commenter had included that it was done on behalf, or would be done on behalf of Clue. Never was contained in the comment, but Britney likes to lie, and that's how we ended up where we are. So since then, said video has been discussed amongst every fucking channel possible of what the contents of the video were. I didn't see the video, wasn't even aware of Britney J when this transpired years ago, nor do I care. It wasn't handled appropriately in 2023, and I'm going to give you more thought on why it wasn't handled correctly in 2023 and why I have major issues with what's been done in 2026. BJ's Demonic Entity, aka Elma, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. Welcome to the cabana. When in doubt, blame nonsense. Clue and Queen. Yeah, it's just old. This shit's old. Thank you, Elma, for the gifted memberships. Welcome to the cabana. Where, Jennifer? Where? She did not say she was doing it on behalf of Clue in that comment. She said, we're not going to spin this shit, Jennifer. We're done doing this. I'm so sick of it being done. I don't give a fuck what that one person much endeavors. And like I told you guys, it's open season today. You come with some fucking half-cocked shit, you're going to get met with half-cocked shit. Never once were what we were discussing had anything to do with that fucking video. That commenter is not somebody that's associated with Clue or myself or any creators to what I know of. So whatever that commenter said doesn't get to be attached to any of us creators. That's not how this shit works. And I'm about fucking fed up with it. She did not say, and nor did Clue do any fucking thing to even get to that. That is not what it said. Period. And we're not playing this fucking half-cocked fucking game over here. I've allowed this bullshit of this like semantics fucking game for long enough. I'm over it. I'm fucking over it. Because here's the thing. My issue at the end of all of this. Put a 1 in the chat. Do you remember Britney J in the last year saying that her children could be at risk of being trafficked? Put a 1 in the chat if you recall that. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't. How many of you remember Britney J alleging that her children could be trafficked because of the internet? Specifically, when Hillbilly Belinda and some of the people from Girl World started covering her. Okay, majority of you remember that. So she got on this app and stated that she was so afraid of people reviewing her because her children could potentially be trafficked. Right? So let me understand this for a second, because this is where I get hung up and I'm really fucking lost. So there's a lot of this semantics that are played out here. This hate bonding is a motherfucker. There are so many people that are trying to play this gray area of sorts of, well, this shit's happening to BJ. How many of you remember her saying that she was recently swatted? Put a 1 in the chat if you heard her say that she and her family were swatted. Let's just play some games here. Let's just see how many of you recall some of these situations. Most of you remember her claiming she was swatted. Yeah, she wasn't. She was factually not swatted in any capacity. How many of you remember her claiming that the internet was responsible and the sole reason why CPS is involved in their life? Put a 1 in the chat if you recall Brittany saying that CPS being involved in their life was the sole responsibility of the internet. You'll get where I'm going shortly. You guys remember that too? So let's see here. We have somebody who knowingly, intentionally comes on and allows the internet to hear her minor children in the background of her streams, who claims that because of certain people reviewing her, her kids are at risk of being trafficked, who claims that CPS is only involved in their lives due to the internet, who claims that they've had numerous fucking threats, that they had to hire an attorney. They had to raise funds for over $10,000 for said attorney who has done absolutely nothing to protect her family. Nothing's been done. Not a goddamn thing. But yet when it comes to this video, we're playing these games and these semantics of whether this video should have been reported or not. Okay, let's play a hypothetical game here because some of you get real caught up, especially Brittany's subs and her enablers. Yep, I'm talking directly to you. So you want us to believe that people on the internet are putting Brittany at risk and her family at risk of potentially being trafficked, that the internet is the sole reason for CPS being involved in their lives, that she was swatted due to the internet, which never happened, that you subs and enablers helped her raise over $10,000 for an attorney to take care of all of this. But yet when it comes to a video that completely exploits the dignity of those minor children, we're playing games and semantics around whether that video should have been reported or not. That video should have been reported in 2023 and should have been reported in 2026. And let me explain why I say that. Brittany gets on this fucking app and claims that all of us are responsible for what happens to her family. Every single one of us. Since I started reviewing her in March of 2024, she has came at me with the whole, you are inciting CPS. You are responsible for my downfall of my mental health. That has been instant. That was her deflection mechanism. Oh, CPS was going to be involved. You're inciting CPS. CPS didn't even show up in her existence until April of 2025, according to her. But yet she wants us to believe, and her subs tell us all the time, that all these horrific things are happening to her based around what the dark side. By us highlighting her words, that is what we are bringing to her. We are responsible for all the bad that is happening in Brittany and Craig's life. But yet they want to play semantics around this game. So we're supposed to, on one hand, believe that all of these horrific things are happening to her. That's why she had to hire an attorney. That's why she's filed for no contact orders. That's why she decided to be a part of this injunction. You know, that's her reason, her end all be all. But yet she doesn't have enough in her to report a video that would potentially protect the dignity of her minor children. Instead, she's made it into content for years. Yeah, she might not be the one bringing it up. I'll give you that. But she sure as hell doesn't give a fuck about shutting it down. She doesn't give a fuck about protecting the dignity of those minors. Because you're telling me that we're supposed to believe all these horrific things are happening to her family, that she's needed attorney money. Hey, boys, quit. Okay, calm down, you little squeak box. And yet, we're supposed to believe that at the same time that all of these horrific... Hey, Coop and Hank, quit. Sorry, the boys are playing. We're supposed to believe that all of this horrific shit is happening based on the internet, but she is not going to take the time or make the effort to report a fucking video that completely throws their dignity right out the window. She don't give a fuck about that. And what if, hypothetically, let's say somebody in the background is doing these horrific things to her. Let's say there is somebody out there, because again, Although I'm not doing any of these reports, I'm not the one going real life on her. Let's say somebody is. Let's say there is somebody lurking in the shadows that none of us know about that are doing all of these horrific things, even though she's never shown proof of it. You want to tell me that you're going to risk that video getting into the hands of all of these people? You are at risk for your children being trafficked, but yet you're not going to do what's best and go and report a fucking video about your children? How does that make sense? And miss me right here, every single one of you, with the whole fucking semantics around the weapons, the danger that that household has within it, the unhealthy remodel that's been going on for years. I don't give a shit about any of that. That's just one of a bigger fucking picture here. But we're supposed to believe that she and her family are in so much danger from the internet and what complete strangers are doing to her, but she will not make the effort to protect the dignity of those children by making a report on that video. Instead, it's blame this person, blame that person. This person's using semantics to justify it. I've heard people laughing about it. I've heard people laughing about, and excuse me, well, I can understand. No, I can't understand. I can't understand anybody getting on here and saying that the internet is responsible for her children potentially being trafficked. And then there's a video out there that has their bare asses, one of their bare asses exposed. And you're not going to do the right thing and make sure that that video doesn't end up on the dark web. You want us to believe that all these nefarious people are doing all of these things to your family, but you're so negligent that you won't pick up the phone and contact law enforcement and say, look, this video was accidentally uploaded. However the situation is, that you're going to lie and explain it away. You don't give a fuck enough to protect their dignity. But we're all supposed to. We're all supposed to, while being blamed for all these nefarious things happening to your family. We're supposed to be okay being blamed for all this fucking shit that we have no control over, but you won't take the initiative and protect the dignity of your children. But yet you get on here and cry that you have fucking people putting your family at risk of trafficking. Can anybody fucking make that make sense to me? Anybody? I would really like somebody to explain that to me. How can they have it both ways? So we're supposed to believe that her family has had all of this shit done. They needed to hire an attorney, pay said attorney a flat fee of over $8,000, which she collected way over 10. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. She scammed her community, period, point blank, end of story. That's her figures. That's her numbers. You can argue until you're blue in the face. She scammed her community for over $10,000 for this attorney to protect her family. And what has happened? Not a goddamn thing. And here we are 3 years later off of a comment that was made that her person, Angela, is gassing up. And everybody is dissecting this fucking video and the contents of the video, period, point blank, end of story. It should have been reported. It should have been handled by her and Craig. End of story. There is no further that needs to even be discussed. The contents of the video, what was in the video, who potentially uploaded it, if it was titled, that's irrelevant. Every single bit of it is fucking irrelevant. Brittany and Craig should have done what they should have done and reported it to law enforcement to protect the dignity of those children and their well-being. They never did. They've played semantics, and here we are 3 years fucking later, and it's turned into content over and over again. And we're supposed to believe at the same time that this is going to just, you know, it's okay. She didn't need to. This was a different community back then. The fuck it was. You were fucking 3 years ago, you were going through and doxing out minor children associated with Kylie Rodney's missing persons case. The fuck it wasn't. It was the same exact cesspool that it is today. You're just getting more attention on you. You were fucking doxing out minor children associated with Kylie Rodney. And you want to act like it was a different type of community then? The fuck?
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Hold on, let me take that comment down. These games, there is nothing here to play with. You can fucking use the semantics. You can do a timeline on it. You can go back and put this part in. It doesn't matter. None of that fucking matters. The dignity of those minor children are the last thing that's concerning to Craig and Brittany. And it's not just Craig. It's Brittany. Both of them are responsible for protecting the safety and the well-being of those kids. While she continues to get on this fucking app night after night and turn situations like this into fucking content and victimhood of poor her, she don't give a fuck about what it makes those kids look like, or could their classmates potentially see it, or is it going to end up on the dark web? We have no idea who saw that video 3 years ago, who's has their hands on that video. I really hope nobody does, but you think for 1 second it's worthwhile to take that risk? You know why she doesn't want to make a report? Because she knows at the end of the day, she's the one that failed those children. Because at the end of the day, those kids got access to upload that video on her YouTube. She failed them. And yes, mistakes happen. Yes, parents have had to deal with that. But that's where you admit that you made a mistake, allowed them access to it, and you protect them by making a report. She's never given a fuck to do that. And 3 years later, it's still being thrown around of, well, I can understand for those that don't think it should have been reported. What can you report? At the same time that those same people are sitting there, well, all these horrible things are happening to them. They're putting their family in danger. This is dangerous. Are you fucking kidding? It is their sole responsibility. Not a single one of us is responsible to protect the dignity of those minors. And she doesn't give a fuck enough to protect them. Just like this fucking excuses of her goddamn remodel that's been going on for 3 years. You are fucking lazy. You are sedentary and you are lazy. And it's nobody's responsibility but you and Craig, once again, to provide a healthy, safe household for those children. And I don't want to hear, well, that's what it just looked like after a gut job. That's not even a fucking gut job. If you were gutting that thing, that ceiling would have fucking came the fuck out to you. Your half-ass excuses for your fucking sedentary, lazy piece of shit. Both of you, everybody's to blame besides them. Every certain person. I believe she didn't report it because she didn't want them in her house, because she knows there's likely more going on. I do believe that there is a reason. Yeah, I 100% believe that it is very likely that she did not report it and still has not reported it because she does not want those children questioned about how that video got posted. And let me remind you of another situation. I am so sick and tired of these fucking idiots who hate bond over their dislike of me, Clue Queen. I'm so sick and tired of those people. Fuck those people straight up. Because they play this fucking little game for her. And they want to run interference on her behalf. Making jokes out of gun safety. Making jokes out of fucking counseling. Making jokes out of everything, single thing. Not because they fuck with Brittany, but because they fucking hate one of us. That gasses her up to continue on to do exactly what she's doing. It enables her. And now we have her, who has an entire second channel linked in her back office under one of her children's names that has a video on it. When she was brought attention, her attention was brought to that specific account directly behind the scenes, handled it the best way we absolutely could. I went to Mal, asked Mal to send it directly to her, which Mal did. Mal sent it directly to her. It was not posted online. She turned around and threatened Mal with contacting Mal's mom. That account has not been removed. That video has not been removed. And you want me to believe that she gives an absolute fuck about the dignity of those kids? When that got brought out, and I said, look, that's not the account, she concocted an entire story and used her children to say, well, he was scared to come to me. He was afraid he couldn't catch me in a good mood. He waited for a long time to say, Mama, I created another account. That whole fucking story is complete fabrication. That had nothing to do with the video or the channel that we were talking about. Nope, Chalice, wrong video. 2 different videos. Not the video of her children, not the boys, not the video of their bare butt. The one's bare butt. That's not the video. On that second channel that has been linked in her back office under one of their names, there is a second video. In that video, her child is pretending that he is injured and needs emergency services contacted. 2 separate videos. Anybody want to tell us when that video was uploaded? Mal, you in here? That second video? So we have the video of the bare butt incident. That's all the further I'm going to classify that. That was done January of 2023. When was this video? Mal, will you check the date of that video on that account and tell me again when that? Thank you. So they accidentally upload this video of the one in the compromising position. January 25th, 2023 is, according to what Angela's Clips and Giggles post says, was the date of the video with the bare butt. June 4th, 2023. So a few months later, on this second account, there is another video. They're not inappropriately dressed or anything, and it's just a kid being a kid, pretending that he's got an injury and he needs help. So we don't have one accidental oops. And that fucking second account in her child's name is linked in her Google. Let me remind you that. It's linked in her Google. Yep. So a few months later, they're still making videos and uploading them. And then what happens when she's told about it? She fucking turns around and threatens Mal to contact Mal's mom. $400 views on it now. And not once has she even attempted to remove it. And it is in her back office. In her Google, that account remains. I got a question for all of you. When Summer Wells went missing, what was one of the biggest things after pictures of Dawn and Candace's homes or home and the living environment that Summer was in? What was one of the biggest comments about their living situation? Anybody? When people realize the condition in which that home and those children lived. What was one of the biggest comments? The filth. Yep. Neglect. Yep. The filth. Yep. In that second video that BJ has not done a fucking thing to remove, you can see the filth behind those children. Or that child, excuse me. There's one child in the video. He's just pretending he's got a cut, Kathy. He's pretending that he's got a cut and he needs emergency services. He's just being a kid in that video. Sure. The filth. Yep. Very unsafe conditions. Yep. Yep. So what's the difference between Candace and Dawn Wells in the living environment that Summer and those kids were in versus now with BJ and her children? Oh, wait. One's not missing, right? A child didn't go missing. That's the difference. Crime Watcher, you can just go get fucked. I don't really have time nor the energy or the care. She's been given over $10,000 if something was going on and she needs to protect the safety and dignity of her family. She should have done it with the $10,000 that she was given for an attorney. Instead, she has fabricated SWAT calls. She has fucking fabricated reports around CPS. She has continued to exploit the dignity of her children while blaming everybody else on the internet for protecting the dignity of her children. We're supposed to not give a fuck, but at the same time, we're responsible for it. Her word in the title of this video, incitement, she finally fixed it and spelled it correctly. Good for her. That has been her favorite fucking word to use through 2025, 2024. You're inciting this. Hold on, guys. I'm going to play a little section of this. This has been her favorite term to use, incitement. We are all inciting things to happen to her family. All of us are the ones that are causing these things. Well, I can boldly state that I am not inciting any fucking shit. But what I can tell you is the very people that have the responsibility, if these things were happening, to do something to protect those children are failing them. That would be Brittany and Craig.
And
this is from last night.
Let me say something to this biggin.
Thank you, mods. You know I'm in the fucking mood to just I will tell them straight up to get fucked and then some. At this point, I've got no give two fucks left. I am so sick and tired of the fucking internet playing these fucking games with semantics. Tragedy Pimps Exposed and I do not get along at all. But her video the other day that she did is exceptional. I highly encourage you to go listen to it. People downplaying the severity of this situation, the danger of the situation. Well, weapons are in the home. People are intoxicated. The fact that she is getting behind a fucking wheel and driving. You want to fucking come for me the other day when you're like, oh, you're going to botch this too. Bitch, your fucking life is botched. I have no control over your fucking botched ass fucking life. That's on you. You're the one that is constantly putting your family in danger. You're the one who continues to get on this fucking internet and monetize and continue to fucking smear the dignity of your children. You exploit your own family. Well, the only concern you fucking have is what you look like. You don't give a fuck about the dignity of those kids. I don't think you ever have. They're a fucking prop for you in your manipulation game. I said what I said. She might love her kids. Don't fucking come at me sideways. love isn't enough. You can love somebody until you're blue in the fucking face. But there comes a time when love isn't enough. Brandy Wine, thank you for being a member for 12 months. All of this is known because of Brittany's mouth and no one else, period. In excess, 100% agreed. Kenna, thank you for becoming a member. And in excess, Kenna, Brandy, thank you all.
Right. For 1 minute, that shit don't bother me. Of course it does. I'm a mama.
Yeah, up to good. That's great.
But what I'm not going to do is let you virtue signal.
Yeah.
And blow something up into something that it's not, that everybody and their mama knows.
Oh, and here, let me just trigger the fuck out of all you right off the bat. I'll say it again. I say it over and over again. Neglect is a form of abuse. Neglect is a form of abuse. I don't give a fuck what you want to classify this as. I don't give a fuck. Neglect is a form of abuse. And what I deem this to be, my opinion, is that this is neglect based on fucking laws. They are lucky that something hasn't happened. A dangerous situation hasn't occurred. Neglect is a form of abuse. You can continue to play all the fucking games in the world. You can continue to try and run semantics for Brittany. Well, Brittany is the one who is monetizing and exploiting the dignity of her children and not doing a fucking thing to protect them. I am so sick and tired of being demanded by a bunch of fucking strangers who's got a goddamn hate boner for me that need to spend more time fucking sitting and spinning on their fucking thumbs because they're so fucking lost in the fucking sauce. They can't even see their way out. They say that they care so much about the children while they fucking play games and try to diminish the harm that's actually happening to those boys. Those boys deserve better. And I am sick of being demanded that I care more about those kids and their safety than the fucking parents who brought them into this goddamn world.
Was, a moment where my kids were being kids and the situation was handled.
The situation was handled. In other words, from my understanding, she made content out of it for days on end. The situation was never handled. It was never reported to police. It was never anything done with it besides content made into it.
Wannabe Sleuthin says, you're not only mom that has had a situation like that. It doesn't make you a monster. You're not the only mom. Well, that was
what makes her a monster is her inability to act, her inability to protect her children, her unwillingness to do what is right to defend the dignity of those children while continuing to be a part of exploiting their pain. And I, not mincing my words.
That's what everybody and their mama said when it first happened too. And then, it's just only these diabolical weirdos that have to make it something that it's not.
So she calls us diabolical weirdos. People who are making it into something it's not. Why are you even taking the risk then? If there's diabolical weirdos out here that could potentially have their hands on that video, why are you taking the risk? I hate to say this, but I think you probably would be happy if you found out there was a photo or a video on the dark web of them so you could use it for your victimhood. I really do. I don't think you would give a fuck about their dignity. I think you would try to figure out how to use it for your victimhood. Poor you. You're fucking sick.
I mean, in a way, they're kind of bullying the children at this point, right?
Yeah, like move in under the guise of concern. Yeah, okay. The same person that calls them pussies and says that they're not going to amount to anything and they're not worth saving and all that shit. You can't have it both ways.
I mean, nowadays, kids at school will bully another kid. They'll pass around some stuff, about what, a video or whatever. And
so right there, Craig mentions that kids pass around videos and bully each other. But she knows that there was an accidental upload of this video and has never done anything to ensure that it could never get in the hands of their classmates. So this could happen.
then they'll go and kill themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're making a big moment out of a child's life. And what are you going to continue to do this for the rest of the child's life? Like, remember that one day? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like even when we were growing up, we'd be like, "Oh, I remember Brittany used to pick her nose in kindergarten." Ha ha ha. You know what I mean? Like, it's so stupid. And then you're bullying the child is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, bullying the child. Really? Really?
I mean, luckily they don't,
He's got a point.
So you're
being disgusted by his fucking egg donor and sperm donor is bullying the children, expecting that their parents do more to protect their dignity is bullying the children. Okay. Well, she blames all of us for the reason these things happen to her and her family.
You're kind of not just abusing us now and harassing us, but now you're harassing the children.
Yep.
It's already cyber harassment as it is. We've already got a case against you for that. If we want
Where's the case?
to pursue it.
Yep.
If they want to pursue it. If that's the case, then why has no detectives, not a single fucking detective, reached out to one of us creators that are responsible for all this incitement and things happening to Brittany and Craig? Why has not a single one of us heard from a detective? Because it's not fucking happening.
But now you're cyber harassing a child. And you're passing around that video. We know you all. I guarantee you all got it on your internet history.
There he goes, right there. He's stating as a fact that people are passing this video around and they have it in their YouTube history. And still, they have not made a fucking report to law enforcement.
Well, I can tell you this.
You're so stupid. You're so fucking.
Yeah, this has made me
I hope they check your internet history.
have to talk to my.
I hope they check your internet history. You know whose internet history it'll never be in? Mine. Like I said, if anybody ever fucking sends something like that, I will be reporting it.
My detectives, because I do have to make sure that my kids are safe. And
you're harassing children now.
Oh, it's gonna make me talk to my detectives. They're not your detectives. First of all, you fucking weird bitch. And secondly, you should have done that 3 fucking years ago. So when this comment was made, Angela would have screenshot that comment, sent it to you, and you could have sent it off to that detective, and they could have got to the bottom of it. Instead, you content farmed the fuck out of it. I want you to pay attention to what they did here. One fucking comment by Much Endeavors got fucking gasoline tossed on it to the point where it's been 5 days of fucking content. And she has not, this was last night, still picked up the fucking phone and made a report and said, you know what? I don't know if this is actually out there. I have no idea. I didn't handle it appropriately when it was uploaded, but can you help me ensure that I took all the proper steps and that this video doesn't end up on the dark web or any other place? She is still not. This was last night. She still has not picked up that fucking phone. No offense, if someone else did that, they would be under the jail. Fuck. Wishful thinking. I'm just disgusted. Thank you for the support. How the hell did he just say that with glee in his voice? What the actual fuck, right, Bree? That's after I heard this. I have been sitting here trying to understand my own thoughts about this because this is a bothersome situation to me. Us creators have been independently blamed for Brittany's failures as a parent throughout the last year plus. So many of us, ex-mods, insert name. We've been collectively blamed for her inability to be a mindful parent, to be a safe place for those kids to be. She has blamed the internet for her lack of give a fuck and protection of her own children. And I have really had a hard time sitting back. I couldn't even listen. I had to check out of lives because I'm just so sick of the details or what the details could be. I don't give a fuck. 3 years later, and she is still content farming this out of a comment that was made. And what should have been done is Angela should have screenshot that comment, sent it to Brittany. Brittany should have reported that comment to her law enforcement to attach and add to the paper trail. So if something did end up, they know where it belongs. Nope, instead it was content farmed. And then she didn't want to talk about it. She just wanted it to stop. But as soon as her buddy Jones does a video on it, oh, there we go. She's got enough buffer zone to fucking come out here swinging at everybody. How it's everybody's fault but hers. And I believe Angela is trying to set her up. I do believe that Angela will do the typical flip-flop and pull the rug out from under her again and fall flat on her face and expose her once again. It's wash, rinse, repeat with them. I think BJ knows that it's coming, but right now she is just going to use it to her best of ability to get whatever she wants and continue her victimhood.
Freaking weirdos.
And I guarantee you're passing that video around. And you're dumb enough to fucking say it on the live.
Makes me
and you're
sick.
telling everybody that you've got the video?
No, they had, to be fair, that I don't think they've said they've had the video.
No, I'm saying they do, and they're passing it around.
Oh, yeah.
And listen to the giddiness in his voice, like Bree pointed out. He is giddy saying that people have this on their devices, that they're passing this video around. He's giddy about it. They didn't take any fucking steps to protect their children. Not a fucking single thing. And here he is giddy thinking about people having this video of his children.
You're harassing a child, an adolescent child, an underage child.
A minor. Minor.
Do you realize that, you dumb motherfucker?
Oh, she don't care. She talks about kids all the time. They talk shit about kids all the time.
I'm saying, do you realize the legal implications of what you've already done by harassing a child?
Guess whose responsibility it is? Yours. Craig and Brittany's. We don't have to go any further with this. It is their responsibility what happens with those minors in their home. It is their failure to protect those children. If that video is being passed around by anybody, it is due to their lack of taking action, their lack of protecting the children's dignity. That conversation doesn't need to go any further. It is their fault. Sweets, BJ was testing a new income stream, in my opinion, just saying. I don't know if I agree with that. I think they just saw an opportunity to make her a victim and deflect from all the other shit going on. She doesn't want people talking about how much she scammed her community for with the money. She doesn't want to talk about how she just got caught lying about a SWAT. She doesn't want to talk about any of that. I think there's multiple things that go into the deflection point of why that comment was used the way it was. Thank you, Sweets. It has haunted me, and wondering where Pops was during the making of this video. I have a very sick feeling they may have had an audience. Freedom for you. To add to that, Craig thought they were in a van. Craig thought that this video was shot in the van. So does that mean that there's multiple videos that have been recorded similar to that? Or is he just that disconnected? And thank you for the support. Oh, there is something way wrong with Craig.
Oh, they think that we
You'll never go to court, right?
Yeah, they think
You'll
that,
see.
that we are we're
If you
the
don't
ones.
get another lawyer soon, I'm
You guys, I prefer we don't talk about the details of the video. Again, it's irrelevant at this point. It's really irrelevant what's in the video and all of that stuff. And the reason I say that is because the main issue is they did not do a fucking thing to protect the dignity of their children.
I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna have to pay for it myself or something.
No, we're going legal, but it's going to be. I mean, it's not going to be like the rancher situation because this is escalated. Hey,
He's really let us down. I thought Rancher was going to be the man. Apparently,
well,
he's just trying to snatch up some change
no,
and run.
I'm going to back that up. I want you to hear that once again. So her community has given her over $10,000. Over $10,000 to handle this. See my last comment. Super important. Oh gosh, Amy. Thank you for the support. Let me see if I can find it. Oh God. Give me a moment. I've heard that too, but I don't know if she was necessarily sleeping. I know that Angela supposedly was the one to contact her. Let me see if I can find Amy's comment really quick. You might have to post it again. I just emailed you a 9/4/25 NCMEC article warning predators using AI, using real kids' pics to make CP over 500 cases in 2025. I'm telling you, and the fact that they play Roblox all the time, Amy, is a very concerning factor in this whole situation too. There's so many fucking things. My brain is just like short-circuiting. Thank you, Cold Meds.
Detectives, because I do have to make sure that my kids are safe. And
you're harassing children now.
Yeah. Well, this was Monday night, ASU mom, and she's still saying that she had to meet with her detectives. I thought Beach had an appointment with her detective Monday. Guess that was another lie. Hashtag fuck you, BJ. Thank you for the support and agree.
Weirdos.
And I guarantee you're passing that video around. And you're dumb enough to fucking say it on a live.
Makes me
and you're
sick.
telling everybody that you've got the video?
No, they had, to be fair, that I don't think they've said they've had the video.
No, I'm saying they do, and they're passing it around.
Oh, yeah.
And you're harassing a child, an adolescent
Makes me sick.
child, an underage child.
Makes me sick.
A minor. Minor.
Do you realize that, you dumb motherfucker?
Oh, she don't care. She talks about kids all the time. They talk shit about kids all the time.
And please don't, like, I don't mean to sound abrasive to anybody that was a mod of hers at the time. I know she promised you guys that she was reporting it. I've heard that from numerous people, and I trust you guys that she told everybody that she was making a report, that she was doing the proper things to protect her kids. So please do not, again, it's not her mod's responsibility. It's not our responsibility. It's not anybody's responsibility outside Brittany and Craig's to protect those children. That's it. It does not fall on anybody else. People did the right thing by letting her know that it was posted, and then she failed them beyond that. Nobody else failed those kids besides them. They're the ones who continue to fail them. I'm so sick and tired of the excuses that are being made for her inability of protecting, or her unwillingness to protect her children, while using them as a fucking shield and a weapon and continuing to put them in further danger.
Saying, do you realize the legal implications of what you've already done by harassing a child?
Oh, they think that we
you'll never go to court, right?
Yeah, they think that we are we're
if you
the
don't
ones.
get another lawyer soon, I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna have to pay for it myself or something.
No, we're going legal, but it's going to be. I mean, it's not going to be like the rancher situation because this is escalated.
And where's her subs right here saying the rancher situation? We helped you with over $10,000. What happened? If rancher took that money and ran and didn't do what his contract said he was going to do, then there's ethics issues and there would be complaints to the bar potentially. But my opinion is that BJ once again lied to everybody about what was going on. But her comments are quiet.
Hey,
He's really let us down. I thought Rancher was going to be the man. Apparently,
Well,
he's just trying to snatch up some change and
no,
run.
I ain't gonna say that.
Apparently, he's just trying to snatch up some change and run. And how many of you remember when she started this fund? One of my predictions was that when this didn't pan out, that rancher would be the one accused of defrauding Brittany. I have a feeling that's exactly what we're going to see. We know that she claimed that, what is she supposed to ask rancher for a refund of the $1,500 when rancher was never even given that $1,500?
It's just
Well,
that
that's how
he's
I
a,
feel about
what
it.
do you
I'm
call it?
disappointed. I wouldn't advise anybody using him if I was you.
He's a flat
We
rated
all see what he's done. Yeah.
attorney. So
You're not supposed to be talking about
Which is my
minors.
mistake.
You're not supposed to be talking about minors. Meanwhile, you get on this fucking app and smear the dignity of missing children on the fucking daily. But you're not supposed to be talking about minors. Your fucking little buddy there, BJ, used a missing child who is a minor and could not consent to being used for a fucking frivolous legal filing in Pennsylvania. BJ doesn't give a shit about the dignity and the well-being of her own children, let alone missing children. Shut the fuck up, reality. You piece of fucking garbage.
Hi, everybody. It's good to see y'all.
You still on?
yeah.
My point is just they're so stupid that they don't realize what they're even doing when they do it. You know what I mean?
Greg.
You get what I'm saying, Brittany?
I know.
If you sat there and harassed a child like that, what would you expect to happen?
I mean, yeah, I would expect to be in trouble. It's sick.
Go read the law.
I would never harass a child
It
ever.
deserves to have somebody
Both
knocking on the door.
Right.
Us,
I
because we've
agree.
said we'll defend ourselves, or you for harassing a small child?
Right. I agree. I agree with that.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, look up the law, what
It's
it says
just
about
way
that.
too much. It's way too much at this point.
I can't believe you're that damn stupid. We all know you're inbred, but motherfucker,
Greg.
you got no common sense.
We're the ones lacking common sense. Meanwhile, he's giddy over the fact of the thought of having grown adults having an inappropriate video of his children on their devices and hasn't done a fucking thing to protect their dignity. We're lacking common sense, but he is giddy over the thought of random strangers on the internet having access to an inappropriate video of his kids.
That's a lawsuit.
And here Craig once again tells the internet that his way through life is to threaten to sue people because he will always be a piece of flaming garbage and never a productive member of society. He just wants to sue his way through life to get one up on everybody because he's a fucking worthless piece of shit. Period.
Well, yeah, son. That's
Summer.
that's the point I'm at, Summer. And that's what I'm trying to say.
Bree says, content wholly unknown, but if it would be illegal to have in your watch history, how illegal would it be to have the raw on your damn phone, Craig? Huh. Bree, isn't that an interesting concept? And how many videos exist like this, and why was he confused about it being shot in the van? So that leads me to ask the question, is this a common thing that is done and there's multiple videos like this? Thank you, Bree.
Like it's the whole God. I can never mind. Let me just leave it at where it's at.
Midnight's not in your business. You can kick rocks.
What?
Goodbye.
Why not open the emails between you and Center and let them?
And let me say one more thing for anybody trying to play games about their fucking semantics over their Christmas presents and the thousands of electronics that they invested in. Priorities are a fucking very big thing and very obvious what matters in that household. The electronics babysit those children. instead of investing that money in a gun safe, trigger locks, securing those loaded weapons out of reach of those minor children. Their priority was to buy more electronics to babysit those minor children whose dignity they don't give a fuck about. So spare me with the whole fucking bullshit of us having fake outrage about their fucking unkept, disgusting households. I wouldn't allow my animals to live in that fucking filth in that cesspool, let alone human beings. I sure as fuck wouldn't have the priority of buying electronics or making sure that they had a safe, healthy home to rest their heads at night, so they didn't go to school smelling of mold and mildew and filth.
Read them. Why?
And especially when they get on here and talk about how, you know, all these parents that have these missing children aren't doing the right thing in protecting their kids. They allow them on these gaming systems as they brag about those gaming systems being who is raising their children.
Oh, Craig can read them whenever he pleases, but why in the fuck would we read them live to you? What?
Because they
There's
want to know
nothing there.
They want to know anything and everything about you, Brittany.
Oh, I know. Like you know, you think you're freaking entitled to read my
They
emails.
want to know how many hairs are on your head.
You're fucking stupid, bro.
It's horrible. I have never seen it so bad.
Caffeinated Duchess says, BJ, say it with me. Dissemination. Thank you, Caffeinated Duchess.
I mean, and you're doing this across state lines, so you know that makes it immediately a federal charge, right? I just want to put that out there. Every crime that you're doing is a federal crime because it's out of state. So I want you to remember that, losers.
These people are so stupid. Let's read their emails. Oh, could you imagine?
It's a federal crime. I am so fucking disgusted.
Lord.
We've already got enough to get your ass. It'd be nice if you fucking backed off and stopped.
Already have enough to get your ass. Who are you talking to? Who the fuck are you talking to? Because if you had enough to get somebody, your other half there, the dumb bimbo bitch, BJ, would have taken that opportunity. Instead, she filed frivolous court filings, falsified court filings in Pennsylvania. Then she tried for 2 no contact orders against Clue and Cletus. Didn't even fucking show up on time. Shut the fuck up, Craig.
Cinder says being inbred often results in lack of intellect,
Low
facts,
IQ,
and health problems. Looking at you, Kate.
got all that.
Yeah. No, Craig, they're pushing the envelope.
Yeah, he knows. He knows.
They're pushing the envelope.
Reality said to tell you that they're pushing the envelope. He knows it. He knows. That's why he's fed up with it, and I am too.
To be funny though, I see that they have
To be funny though,
these feral people. There's
nothing's really funny about this situation in any capacity, but Craig finds it humorous.
There's tales of feral people in the Appalachian Mountains that
there's feral people on Laurel Hill Road.
they live like animals out in the wild. Have you heard of this?
I have heard of that, I think.
We're looking at 2 of them, BJ and Craig.
Yeah.
Like you think there's monsters out there. They said, you know, some people will go hunting or something. All of a sudden there's just feral people running out of the woods that can't speak or anything. They think some of the inbred people just moved into the woods and never came back to society.
That's crazy.
Hills Have Eyes, like that movie.
Like the movie The Hills Have Eyes.
Only hillbilly style.
Like a reality just said.
More like the movie Wrong Turn.
5 fucking brain cells there.
I don't even think there's 5 combined.
Hillbilly style.
Hillbillies.
There's good hillbillies, y'all, and then there's bad hillbillies. We're talking about the bad ones. I think there are some good hillbilly people, like just real deep country Christian people, you know, that are just deep down south. And I you know, those are the.
She's such a fucking idiot. The only hillbillies exist in the South. You're such a fucking uneducated fucking imbecile.
Decent ones that'll help you change your tires and shit. Then you got the ones that are like, You better not leave your pocketbook in the room and walk
You mean you're describing you and Craig? Better not leave your pocketbook in the fucking room.
away. Then mofos will snatch everything you got. Kind
of like what you did to your subs with that over 10,000 you took for this attorney. Yeah, see, the difference with where I'm at is I'm going to bring it right back to the fucking facts. And the facts are you have failed your children. Nobody else. You. It all begins in that home. That's it. That's all. Two people responsible in Brittany. Maybe reality. I think she lives in their. I hope they don't have it. But you are, sweets. Starts and ends right there. Craig and Brittany. They are responsible for what is going on in that home. Thank you for the support.
I mean, when there's smoke, there's fire. There's a reason that these stereotypes exist.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
I didn't even believe in it until you start looking. You see, you come across people like that.
Yep, makes her giddy.
Or what about the meth cooking buzzard over there?
Oh, Jesus.
The meth cooking buzzard.
I heard Chicago was hard. But
you
they got
know
a special
what?
brand of
Oh,
trash.
Hold on. Let me go out. I'll be right back. We'll see if this works. It should work. Let me know if it does it again.
Sinner made a beautiful point today. Oh my God. Sinner, I come close to clipping your ass. I was going to clip it, but I ain't going to do that because that's his content. But B Tim was talking his shit and Sinner was like, I got to find it. Like, give me a minute. I'm gonna pull that shit up and let it.
The old man, right?
I love when Sinner gets mad and he just starts going because the shit comes out of nowhere. Where you were talking about the feds busting down her door, Sinner was like,
she was in there whipping up that pirate.
You talk all this shit about Brittany, but the feds have never busted hers and Craig's door down.
Queen served her debt to society. You can get fucked. And the fact that they want to sit here and play this game while multiple of them are in active addiction, fuck out of here.
Hold on, let me find it because I can't do it justice. Y'all got to hear this.
And here's where they make a mockery out of fucking drug addiction.
Give me just a minute.
Everything's a fucking joke or a game to them.
Hello, everybody coming in. It's good to see y'all. Hope y'all have a great day.
And after this, are y'all into that dentist case? I haven't looked into it, but I can.
We need to put word out in her hood how she snitched on every damn buddy.
Oh, God, we ain't doing that. Hold on, y'all.
We need to put word out.
Where's your comment, troopers? Hold on. I gotta go up there.
Fuck no, she just sees a trending case and she's like, let me try to hop in on this and see if I can get some numbers. She is completely what I consider a family blogger. She is exploiting her own family for clicks and views. Everything that she does is intentional. What she wants you to see, what she wants you to hear.
Is that right, troopers? I believe it. Hold on. Let me go find it so I can read it.
Fuck troopers, mom.
Trooper says, where'd it go? You guys keep typing. Well, they're transplants, that's for sure. And they can go home now. Okay. Seen that one. Trooper says, I'm a classy country. I'd give my last dollar to anyone, but I can kick an ass into next week, too. Just saying.
Right. Troopers, mom, you run that fucking mouth is the only thing you run, and then you'd hide behind a fucking computer screen because you're a scared fucking bitch. Shut the fuck up. I'm bumping it forward.
And so what spiritual
I'm not going to do a whole lot of this tonight because I just don't have it in me, but we'll pick it up tomorrow because there's a lot I want to highlight in this one. And I'm going to continue to bring it back to the responsibility of protecting those minors solely falls on Brittany and Craig. I'm fucking done. I'm done with anybody trying to play games around whose job it is to protect those kids. She's using them for fucking content. She is continuing to use them as a weapon and a shield.
Going through a spiritual there. I mean, we're living in one right now.
Amen.
As
That.
I mean, it's.
I believe that you probably are in a spiritual warfare. You yourself. Because sooner or later, this shit catches up with somebody. You don't get to lie and manipulate to this degree. And the God that you supposedly believe in just continues to allow it to happen. The spiritual battle that you're fighting is within. It's within those four walls. The call is coming from within your own home. That is why my thumbnail is a fucking or a phone and a circus, because the call is from within their own fucking home.
I pray for protection daily. Trooper's mom wants you to read her comment, please.
Where'd she go?
I always do, Jenny.
Hey, Carney. Hey, everybody coming in. Sorry, I am not keeping up with comments at all tonight. Yeah. Mal, it's a good thing it was you, but can you imagine if it wasn't you? What if it wasn't you? Who knows who they're talking to? It's truly terrifying. Who knows who they're talking to on Roblox? Roblox is one of the biggest predator.
Did we lose her again, or is she muted for a second?
Carney, thank you for being a member for a month. I know.
Hold on. I'm here.
Too.
Okay. Oh, they want.
But you're an empath, right?
Very much.
Jamie wants to come up.
An empath. An empath. That's what she's been saying instead of empath. She's an empath.
Yes, she is.
She's impotent, incompetent.
And Trooper's mom wants you to read it.
What is it that you got, Solo?
She's an empath. When I heard that the other day, I was like, Jesus Christ, you can't get any fucking dumber, can you?
Solo, who wants to come up?
Jamie May.
Hold on a minute, Jamie. Give me a little bit. Narcos says Solo.
She's not ready for Jamie to come up and give her victimhood. BJ doesn't want to share that with anybody.
Same. I'm trying to catch.
How about China and Russia are telling us we should release Maduro?
You'll probably have to.
Yeah, and so what? Trump's just going to be like, okay.
Oh, I texted.
Yeah, go back and terrorize everybody. Because you said so.
Are they demanding it? Like they're trying to?
They're saying you should. Yeah.
All right, there you go, Jamie.
By the way, you guys, Kyle became a great uncle today. Isn't that crazy to think that you're a great uncle at 44? You're going to be 45.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. Kyle's a great uncle today. Our niece had her first baby today.
What did Trooper say?
Probably have to repost it. You probably lost it.
Hey, Mercedes girl.
Oh yeah, it's definitely spiritual attack. I mean, I could. Y'all, there's some crazy things that have happened.
You just made me feel like I can't even talk about my religion.
No, that's not what I was saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying these stupid people fucking now you're making me feel bad because that's not what I would never try to keep you from talking about religion.
They called me
what we
Prophet
believe
Craig
in.
for a long time. I don't care.
Yeah.
Why do you?
I see you, Jamie. I don't
Yeah, let him fucking talk. He doesn't even know what his religion is besides fucking extremism and radicalism. He doesn't fucking know either. Let the motherfucker talk.
care what that. I will never be embarrassed with Jesus. That is, take it that way. That's not at all. Do you want to stay on camera? Or you want to stay on camera? Okay.
Well, if you got somebody else, I'll shut up.
Hello, Miss Jamie.
Hey, Sean.
I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Did you see Thor?
My husband bought this. Can you see this?
I haven't seen Thor in a while.
Yes. What is that?
It's a nebulizer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we don't need a dissertation on a nebulizer. Thanks, but no.
How long was Roger's knee replacement? Right before he
I
passed.
can't hear you.
Oh,
Sorry.
he's playing the game.
I'm in a
It's okay.
game. I didn't tell you.
It's okay. Roger got a knee replacement. Y'all, the staples in that man's leg. Reality, I thought I was going to like faint.
Fucking shut up. Okay. I'll come back to some of this later, but
A man child. Child.
That is a movie from the 60s. I think it's called The Gay Deceivers, I believe is the name of it. And I saw the clip just randomly on YouTube. And oh my God, I was like, okay, that's mine. I'm going to download that. And ever since then, I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one. Ryan, did you get gifted the membership?
the fake fucking voice.
Sound like Ron Burgundy.
Hold on a second, y'all. Thank you so much, Opal. That was really, really sweet of you. I have a tree up and it lights up in brass bells. Looks like the same film style as the original Romeo and Juliet. Some people are saying that it looks like the set to Melrose Place. All right, let's keep going.
Hey, you know what? We're going to their children and family because, like,
I mean, that's exactly what Queen Bee does. Also, we are, and there's nothing you can do about it. The shit that you've been running on these streets, that's
So Brittany's playing Sinner, who was playing Queen Bee.
all over, Timmy. Have it your way, man. You want to push this shit, it's going to get pushed right back at you. You sit with the baby doxer that
Baby doxer? Who the fuck did Queen dox that's a baby? Who the fuck is a baby doxer? Because if you're talking about Savage's family, Savage put her own family out here years ago. Shut the fuck up.
harasses people's families and makes a living from other people's pain. You think your anonymity is safe? It is not. It is not, and I'm glad for that because it shouldn't be. You run your fucking mouth so much, you should cam up.
This little fucker thinks he has the right to tell B. Tim that he should cam up while he's anonymous and doesn't cam up.
But don't worry, man. Don't worry. A couple thousand people want to know who you are. So sleep comfortably, bud. I mean, it's just inevitable. It's just a matter of time. And I don't feel one fucking bit sorry for you. You earned it. If anybody earned being doxxed around here.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Kyle's right.
That was jealous.
Kyle's right on that. Kyle said, did you hear the jealousy? that a couple thousand people are interested in who B Tim is. Nobody gives a fuck about who Sinner is. He's right. You are sounding real jealous that there's people that are interested in who B Tim is and nobody gives a fuck about you.
B Tim, it's your little.
Listen, I'm all for somebody wanting to keep themselves anonymous. If you want to be anonymous, that is your right. But what's not right is when you're anonymous and you're out here doing the most to everybody. That's
Nico, I needed to talk to somebody besides the wall. I have for seriously, it's basically Saturday. I have been full living for hours here and there. I'm being good. Don't worry.
wrong as fuck.
I won't be here much longer, and I'll take my ass back to bed.
The curb and stones and
Yes.
hurt little children and families.
B Tim,
You're a coward.
you come from a long
You're not
line.
anonymous. You're a coward.
You're a coward if you're anonymous. Yo, Sinner. Reality. You're all fucking cowards.
Of attacking, bullying, and targeting women.
Oh, in the beginning of this live stream, it was very obvious that there was some jealousy with Craig towards Sinner, and Craig doesn't know near the relationship that BJ and Sinner have.
Women.
Buzzy won't even show her face, but she'll be on board, going against our little children.
Yeah.
Our little children. They're not fucking little children.
Does Craig know that Sinner's 5'4"?
Fuck.
It's a little boy.
And B Tim wants to be
And here they are once again using their kids as weapons.
completely anonymous. Completely
You're a
anonymous.
coward.
They use them in the forefront of every one of their disagreements with grown adults. Our children. Our children.
Too, Buzzy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
At least the hillbilly.
I apologize to your children that they got the fucking shit eggs and the shit sperm from the two of you because they deserve better. No children deserve this shit.
Show their face.
Exactly. And then go and sit there and talk on other people's looks and stuff.
Child.
I'm not unwrenching
like
you,
Senator.
Shady. I don't know. Look,
Okay.
look, I saw your post where you said that you wasn't modded for anybody. And I told the girls, I was like, I know why she's doing that, but I'm not unwrenching her. She'll be okay.
Is Tim from Chi-Town too, or he keeps that anonymous as well?
He's fully anonymous for right now.
I mean, are you shocked that Shady's threatening to dox people and BJ's like, yeah, fuck that. I don't care if my mom stalks people. She's never cared. All we've done is force her hand out front. That's it. Nobody should be shocked by the fact that she don't give a fuck. She aligns herself with the people who are willing to do the dirty shit. Meanwhile, she is the one who uses her kids as a weapon and sticks them in front of her for every single criticism that she receives.
Coward. He's probably some Chi-Town trash just like her. He's probably her uncle.
Blasphemous Beluga. If you listen to me, honey, I said not all hillbillies are bad.
Her Fruit Loop uncle.
She said,
Fruit Loop uncle, huh? Craig has some very insecure feelings about other men and their sexuality. And that screams your own insecurities, Craig. That's all this is given.
Whitney said, I bet his head's shaped like a butt. Jeez. That's so funny. All right.
Bitch ass. It's amazing someone hasn't done it already. It's on its way. Stand the fuck by, Brian.
Look at this little puffy chest fucking slurring himself all over. Embarrassing.
Like, this is why I keep anonymous and stuff like that, is because
It's pretty sad you get up at 5:30 in the morning slurring.
the people I comment are fucking weirdos. And they can't really rebut what I'm saying. So their next item is to try to find out who I am.
Everything you say is bullshit, and I, along with several other people, have no problem rebutting what you say. This grandiose ego that you have is part of the reason that people want to know who you really fucking are.
Look here, bitch boy.
Stupid.
I'm not a weirdo.
I am.
All right.
You are a fucking weirdo, Reality. You are a fucking strange fucking waste of air.
I'm not a weirdo, bitch boy.
Ooh, look at her. She can say bitch boy.
And I haven't done anything to you. But you defame me all the time.
You defame me. Call your fucking law enforcement family, Reality.
And you spread lies. So don't sit there and say, well, that's why you're staying anonymous. The reason why you're staying anonymous is because you're a bitch boy. You're
Ooh. Look at Reality. She's so tough. Fucking in her little goddamn crocheted fucking.
yeah, he's the weirdo. Exactly. I like how Britt says it though.
I did forget about that. That is right. Joneson saw him. He accidentally. This is what Joneson said. And she's been extra nice about all of it. Like,
Oh,
more nicer than I would be.
Well, they're not going after her, are they?
Joneson said that
no, because she's fucking irrelevant.
when she was like friends with all of them,
There ain't a day that anybody that I associate with is ever going to pay them any attention, because anybody willing to play semantics or games around gun safety, Narcan, counseling, calling women of color tokens, telling women of color to shut the fuck up about racism, they're not anybody that will ever get a voice or attention in a space like this. They've shown you who they are. Believe them.
and she was in Buzzy's Discord. They were on a call, and BTM accidentally turned his camera on. And she said she legit thought that was his mother. Like, he's got long gray hair,
Yeah, he's
Oh,
and
interesting.
probably a predator.
he's old.
And he's probably a predator too, according to Craig in the background. That's what Craig says. He's probably a predator. The weird obsession with people being predators is concerning to me from Brittany and Craig.
Yeah, he's in his 60s.
Well, he's the one who talks about little girls, little girl hot. He wants a real bad bitch. A real bad bitch. Little girls. Craig has some very concerning behaviors.
And he's a lonely old man. Has nothing better to do than to get on here and act like a bitch boy.
Speaking of acting like a bitch, Reality. What is it, like 1 o'clock in the morning when you're up here fucking puffing your chest, acting like a badass as you fucking cry and say, I'm a protected fucking class. Your caregiver went to bed.
Shady says he's not that old, but
Bree says, people have teased me about having a glass eye since I was 5 because one is slightly bigger than the other. I learned to deal by the time I was 6. Thanks for the support. I don't think anybody actually thinks she has a glass eye.
yeah. How old is he, Shady?
I mean, maybe they do. I don't know. I've been resting for days. I've got to be amongst the upright for a little bit.
And then try to go after my family. That's pretty much it.
No, time out.
And I'm fucking fed up with everybody playing these games. I've seen so many excuses. Let's play the hypothetical again. If all of these things were happening to her family, all these threats, people making these outrageous claims, people having her swatted, which we know isn't true. We know that people reviewing her was not putting her at risk of being trafficked. These are things that she concocted. But let's play the hypothetical game. We have no idea who is in these spaces. And why take a risk of even having a video out there like that for all of these years and not making a report? Oh, wait, because they're more concerned about what potentially could be found on those devices, I think, than they are about protecting the dignity of those minors. This is all self-serving for them, every bit of it. The fact that they won't protect those minors, if there were all of these scenarios happening, that would have been the first call. She don't give a fuck. She don't give a shit about protecting those kids.
Listen up, bitch ass. Nobody said anything about your family. Just you. Just you. You're the only one, dude. Your family? Please tell me you're not going to be like, they're after my... No, bitch.
And I don't hear another say, well, this person should have, or this person didn't do this, or nope. The responsibility starts and ends with Brittany and Craig. Period, point blank, end of story. If my girls were to do something similar to that, it would be my responsibility to handle it, protect them, and make sure that that video was removed and nothing could come of it. That is my duty as a parent, as a person who protects children. But I am sick and tired of the internet, us creators, subs, being told that we have to do more to protect her kids than she is willing to even do. There's a fucking problem here.
It's you.
While she continues to scam her audience, while she continues to lie to them, and all of these people who play these games sit here and tell you that all these horrific things are happening to her, but yet she's playing with things such as videos of her kids. She's never once even blinked at taking that second channel down. 2 distinct different channels. The video of the boy, inappropriate video of the boy, was uploaded in January of 23. June of 23. There is another account linked in her Google back office in the child's name with another video on it of him pretending that he is injured and needs emergency services. And in the background of that video, you can see the fucking filth that they live in. She was notified about that account and didn't take it down. So not only did they have the mishap in January, but then there's an entire second account months later that's created, a video uploaded. She knows about it and never has she ever removed it. I believe that she wants somebody to show it and to play the victim over it. I really do. I believe that she uses it as bait.
It's you, B. Tim. It's you that people don't like. It's your little bitch ass that's been running your little fucking weak mouth for way too long, dude. It's going to be so sweet to watch you get doxxed, dude. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about it. If anybody deserves it or has earned being doxxed, it's you, Brian. It is. I don't even have to
Happy Tuesday, Truth. And Rooster Squad, thank you for the support.
do it myself because you pissed everybody off, dude. Hilarious.
Yehuda's got it right.
That's it. That's all. So to me, it's like, yeah, I know your game, and you're not going to be able to dox me. And I'm just laughing to the whole.
Craig was giddy about the thought of somebody having that video on their devices. He said it confidently that people have that video on their devices. Can you even imagine? What the fuck is wrong with these people? I don't even want to fucking know. Honestly, I don't want to know. Let's go towards the end. We'll review this in its entirety later. I don't have it in me right now, but we're going to bump it.
Amy Lynn, thank you for 12 months. Congratulations on your milestone. Woo woo.
Amy Lynn, thank you so much for being a member for 12.
And let's play the hypothetical game. What if a child went missing from their home? And we have seen all the photos from that home. The same things that people point out about all of these parents that have kids go missing. Can you imagine what would be said factually about their home and the environment that they had those kids living in?
12 months. Woo,
They was
woo.
trying to break us up.
I mean, we're having, yeah, a lot of people were. I mean, we're
Sure did.
not only are we having a baby we had a baby 2 months ago, because 12 months
Hey,
you have what you have 9 months is when you have the baby. So we made a baby and had it 2 months ago, Amy. Thank you so much.
Hey,
You have
Margaret.
a year old. Your child's a year old.
And I hope to God nothing like that ever happens. I really do not wish that on a single soul. But if they had a tragedy that happened in that home, the things that would be said, factual things because of what we have seen.
Thank you. I appreciate your support. It means so much. And if you guys, if you haven't already, please make sure you click that thumbs up. Hype in the video too help if you want to help in that way. If you want to become a member,
That is the best way to support.
best way, yeah. I'm sleeping, never.
I'm going to play that again. I'm going to mute. I want you to tell me what this sounds like to you, because whatever it was got her attention.
Year old.
Thank you. I
Listen to the lead up and the sound.
appreciate your support. It means so much. And if you guys, if you haven't already, please make sure you click that thumbs up. Hype in the video too helps if you want to help in that way. And if you want to become a member,
That is the best way to support the channel.
the best way, yeah.
What was that?
I'm sleeping, never mind me. You're funny, Amy. All right, hold on a second.
What was that in the background? Anybody want to take a guess? I know what I think it is. Listen again.
Hype in the video too helps if you want to help in that way. And if you want to become a member,
That is the best way to support the channel.
the best way, yeah. I'm sleeping, never mind me. You're funny, Amy. All right, hold on a second.
I'm pretty sure she knows that that was a gun too. Sounds to me like that was racking of a weapon. I can't be positive, but the way it got her attention and she muted, sure seems to me that that was racking of a firearm. Here you go. I'll play it again.
Hype in the video too helps if you want to help in that way. And if you want to become a member,
That is the best way to support the channel.
the best way, yeah. I'm sleeping, never mind me. You're funny, Amy.
You could hear the spring right there. Yeah. I don't know.
All right, hold on a second.
Got her attention though. Oh yeah, you can tell she's looking back.
I'm with you there, Boston. I've always felt that way. Always have questions, still need answers.
I think, in my opinion, it's a gun. That's what my opinion is. I can't be for certain, but I think it is. And I think that's why the reaction from her is the way it was.
Look at this shit. I hate that they're doing this now. They want to charge you for articles. Isn't this crazy? Like, we already pay for internet.
Sorry if I blew my nose.
Welcome offers $6.25 or $1 a week.
He's still mumbling and grumbling as he's getting more and more intoxicated as the stream goes on.
Subscribe $1 a week.
For what?
For New York Times.
$4 a month.
Yeah.
Oh my God, $4 a month to invest into articles for your business? Oh my, fucking not $4 a month.
Billed as $4 every 4 weeks for your first 6 months, then $25 thereafter.
Yeah, those big ones, like they have to do that because nobody reads their shit and nobody buys magazines or papers anymore. So they're
Michelle, ding, ding, ding.
basically dead. They're just legacy. You know, that's what they call it.
She's got to amp up the cost of an article to cover what we just heard.
That's
That's
crazy.
legacy news.
I can't freak
I mean,
that.
when they have a headline, you know it's legit, but you can't read the shit and nobody reads it, right?
It's
Right.
considered a tax write-off.
There's probably an app you can get that allows you to pay and then read all the legacy news, but those are boomers.
That's true, CK.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like what the hell?
They don't even know how the world works anymore.
And shame on them for charging people like that
They're
that
boomers
are
and-
ignorant to it.
They're completely out of.
That's
Think with
horrible and so
reality now.
sad. That makes me mad.
Yeah, how dare you charge $4 a month for professional journalism? How dare you?
All right, so it
She expects $5 a month for some fucking speculation and misinformation.
says Brian Koberger's younger sister says that she warned her brother that a quote psycho killer was on the loose after 4 University of Idaho students were unaware that she was speaking to the man later convicted of the brutal homicides. Mel Koberger, Brian's sister, recalled the conversation that with her brother during a recent interview with the New York Times, saying that she felt a sense of alarm after hearing about the homicides in Moscow, Idaho. Koberger pleaded guilty to unaliving Ethan Chapin, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Kaylee Gonzalez, who were unalived on November the 13th, 2022.
You can read those words. It doesn't demonetize you. She lies about that shit. That's a complete blatant lie.
Brian, you are running outside, and this psycho unaliver is on the loose, she remembers telling her brother.
Yeah.
Be careful. Brian thanked her for checking in and assured Mel that he would be safe. Mel said Brian was the kind of person who would go on a late night jog and leave his door unlocked, prompting her to check in.
Yeah, Bree.
Mel recalled how Brian was constantly bullied as a teenager.
What?
Friends previously said that he was overweight and he had a standoffish personality. An online post while Brian
There's a couple pieces coming up that I'm going to end out with.
was a teenager. Wait a minute. In an online post while Brian was a teenager, according to the outlet, he said that he had no emotion, little remorse, and felt like he was, quote, an organic sack of meat with no self-worth. So we never even got any, like, credibility that was true.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, to this day, we have that stuff that popped up, but we never got confirmation that was really him. Nothing.
The guy took a deal and admitted to these murders.
Nope.
So, like, there's so many holes. There's more holes than Swiss cheese with this shit, and I don't like it. It makes me feel,
I see some shit about Koberger the other day.
No, you just want to use it for your fucking content because you're pathetic. And you have no give a fuck about the justice or dignity for victims, let alone your own fucking family. We can never expect this person to give a shit about victims or tragedies when she uses her own children for a shield and a weapon. She don't give a fuck about victims. She victimizes her own children.
You've been so caught up on little drama. You've
his
been
brother.
missing the big headlines.
His sister just put out she did an interview, I guess, with maybe New York Times. That's what we're reading in now.
I
What'd you
hadn't
see?
seen that. What I seen was they were talking about how he's trying to act like he's some big serial killer in prison and stuff. You know,
Maybe he's trying to sustain his life that way. I don't know. I don't think he did it.
they were talking about his life in prison, basically. just to summarize.
Do you remember where you saw that?
I sent it to you. I sent you.
Oh,
shit all
okay.
the time.
I'll go through
All you
there.
hear about is what Buzzy said or
No, I
Hillbilly
don't.
said.
Craig.
Below me down.
You don't care about stories anymore.
I do. It's just that this stuff
You don't care about stories anymore.
does get distracting because it's affecting our real life.
No, you let it hurt your ego and your pride. You got to clap back every time they say something.
You let it hurt your ego and your pride.
Instead of moving on and growing bigger, you're sitting there at scum pond level with these idiots.
Oh, he said she's pond scum. I mean, I agree. She is pond scum. You are correct, Larry.
Craig, you know how she is.
I expect more out of you.
Jumping on her
I know.
now.
I don't know
Come on.
about your friends.
All right. Well, let me.
I expect more out of you, really, because this is the same piece of shit she's been all along. You expect more out of her?
Scum pond level with these idiots.
Craig, you know how she is.
I expect more out of you.
Jumping on her
I know.
now.
I don't know
Come on.
about your friends.
All right. Well, let me see. So it says Brian, who was addicted to. Oh, hold on a minute. Let me see.
Okay, get up here.
Friends
Especially
previously
considering how
said
much
he
the
was.
fucking affected this guy.
He's still running his mouth.
Let me see. Standoffish personality in an online post. While Brian was a teenager, according to the outlet, he said that he had no emotion, little remorse, and felt like he was in a quote organic sack of meat with no self-worth. See, they never. That's according to a post. Nobody ever freaking like the cops couldn't confirm if that was him. They have ways to.
I agree that he is a loose cannon. I agree with that, Casper. But she weaponizes that loose cannon. She amps him up. She knows exactly how unpredictable he is and how to push all of the right buttons. The reaction we see out of Craig is exactly what she wants us to see. She is escalating the situation, tells him very skewed details of what is truly going on, and she escalates the danger of the situation for her own victimhood. She is dumb as fuck, but she is completely manipulative. And I believe she is an abuser. That is my opinion. Take it for what it is. I believe that she is just as abusive as Craig. I think they are a match made in hell. And I feel horrible for those children. Children don't deserve to grow up in these type of environments. And they don't have any say. And she's doing nothing to protect them. They are there solely for a fucking prop of her manipulation.
Follow IP address. It's crazy that there's never been any confirmation if that's even really him.
Good night, Gray Pearl.
Brian, who was addicted to substances as a teenager, once stole Mel's phone and sold it as at a mall so that he could buy more rugs. The sister said, Mel said her
I
family.
don't think that's an excuse. I think when people start fucking saying, "Oh, it's the substance," I think you're begging for an excuse. What you did is unexcusable, regardless of past trauma or substance abuse. It doesn't excuse what you've done. Period.
Okay.
So don't give me no fucking justification.
Okay. Well,
You know what I mean?
we'll.
I don't want to.
Are you sick of her justifying her shitty behavior and using your kids as a weapon and a shield? Doesn't seem to me you are. Seems you're kind of okay with it too. But seems to me that that's a little personal from him.
Hear you fucking sob story.
Well, that's.
You're a murderer.
I'm sick of hearing her sob stories because I'm sure we all are.
Let's just read it. Okay. Mel said her family was worried Brian was on a pathway to an early death, something that had happened to one of his friends. However, Mel said Brian received treatment and was doing better. We were all so proud of him because he had overcome so much, Mel said. That's crazy how much she looks like him with long hair.
And then the more you baby the motherfucker, the more they got excuses
on.
to do whatever.
She's irritated with him now and mutes him. Once again, mutes him. She can't control him once he gets going. She tosses gasoline on this situation and then doesn't like the outcome.
All right, let me see. After treatment, while Brian remained socially awkward and abrasive at times, Mel never saw him as a violent person. She said Brian did not discuss the Idaho homicide while staying at his parents' Pennsylvania home in the days before the FBI raid, but Mel recalled him mentioning the case once, noting investigators were still searching for a suspect.
She keeps looking over her shoulder. You can tell when she looks away from the microphone to check and see what he's doing.
While Brian was arrested December the 30th, 2022, Mel recalled getting a phone call from her older sister, Amanda.
Yeah.
She was like,
diabolical.
I'm with the FBI. Brian's been arrested, Mel said. I was like, for what? The Idaho homicides, Amanda responded. Mel initially thought that her sister might have been pranking her before becoming nauseous at the thought that her own brother was behind the homicides of 4 college students. So that makes me wonder, like, was that remember that story where they said that the sisters were like going through his car when he wasn't around, and they were side-eyeing him before he was arrested? So does that mean that's not true now? Because this doesn't sound like, it sounds like they were completely caught off guard.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it aligns.
Right. I mean,
Sounds like he says, she says. It sounds like.
well, this whole case is wonky with that kind of stuff. We've never got any factual information.
Unfucking real.
The crime scene was demolished. What, like a year before the trial even happened?
She is an embarrassment to fucking humanity. Not just true crime. She's an embarrassment to fucking humanity. Parenthood, fucking women in general. You're a fucking embarrassment. Fucking drop the goddamn trad wife. Good morals. Fucking down home country. You are fucking scum. Scum.
The trial didn't even happen, or the trial was supposed to happen. The trial didn't even happen.
Like I said, I don't follow shit.
All of
I
it's
see notifications
effed up.
and like
Big cover up.
I see the headlines and notifications.
Big cover up.
Everybody was upset about that shit.
Well, because why would they do that? That doesn't. It's
what would they do?
Even and especially the victims' families wanted that house to stay and remain until the trial.
Well, it
wasn't theirs to fucking demolish. What did they pay the fucking owner? You understand what I'm saying?
Well, the owner just gave the house to the school, of all people. When
they
happened,
had to put some money in his fucking pocket.
the owner, yeah.
Come on.
There's something.
We got the rental down the street. We're just gonna fucking give it away?
No.
They got a rental down the street. Yeah, tell us about all your fucking big money there, loser.
Oh, something happened. There's something way more going on here, in my humble opinion, y'all.
Is that rental down the street even inhabitable?
Allegedly.
We got this big rental down the street. They pay you thousands and thousands per, each room is a fucking rental. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many rooms was he renting out in that motherfucker?
Or does that motherfucker need condemned just like the one you live in? And how embarrassing. That house is 100 years old, according to Craig. It's been in their family. His dad worked his ass off, had a career working at the Campbell's soup plant to keep a roof over their heads. And look what they've done since he passed. The disrespect, zero pride in anything. But they expect everybody to hand them. They're owed. These are the most entitled fucking people I've ever seen.
There was what? 2, 4, 6 bedrooms, 3 levels.
And he's not renting the whole place. He's renting it per room. You know what I'm saying?
What were they?
That's the way it works.
I think they were paying like $2,000 a month. I think
per room or altogether.
The girls were all had like $500 each that they paid.
So $500 a room.
So 5, 10, 15. Yeah. Yeah. And
Now
there
that
was-
makes sense.
Yeah, 5 of them.
And then usually they tell you you can't have
Yeah,
two people in one room.
Well, I don't.
If anybody's been to college or hung out with, I used to hang out with college people. You can't have.
Ooh, Craig used to hang out with college people. Ooh, BJ's so educated.
If they find you with too many people in your room, they get upset.
Oh, did you hear now that she's got bartending stories about when she used to bartend?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's per room, and this dude's been making this much money off of it for this long, and he's just gonna give his house away?
Right. It was weird.
That don't sound right at all. Somebody put a big chunk of money in his pocket. You know what?
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe so.
And they didn't want a title to swap. They said here, we're gonna give you a big chunk of money, donate it to the school, and then they demolished it after.
Only thing they concern themselves about is money.
And this ain't no cover up.
I don't know.
Come on, man.
We actually make a comment about in this video. I'll have to go find where it's at. I'm not doing it tonight, but they make a comment. Craig makes a comment about Tim Pool, who is a far right broadcaster who was a part of Tenet Media, who took Russian money, millions, to push Russian propaganda. And they make comments about Tim Pool getting paid millions. And all he had to do was push Russian propaganda occasionally. No big deal.
Whitney, would you?
You could hear the jealousy seething out of Craig that somebody was paid millions to push some propaganda. Craig would do it in a heartbeat.
Okay, so Whitney, if you do think he's guilty, would you say that at the very least he had some type of help?
The new thing is make it make sense.
Or could we
make it make sense?
Can we agree at least that
she seems to be a fan of Alex Jones too?
There's something like terribly, like there's a lot missing. They're holding stuff from the public.
For the dignity of the victims, the public doesn't need to know everything.
Because this shit is not.
He just wonky. Randomly gave the house away to the school.
Yeah.
Unfucking real.
All right, let me finish reading this. It says he initially thought her sister might have she initially thought her sister may have been pranking her before becoming nauseous at the thought that her own brother was behind the homicide of 4. We're not done with the whole Idaho stuff. There's going to be a whole another deep dive on that because I'm going to try to compile everything, though. It's going to take a little bit because there's been a lot.
In other words, it'll never happen. Thank God.
A lot of document dumps.
What about, like I was talking about earlier, they're all talking about how things are going with him in prison right now. There's a lot of.
Let me see if I can pull
There's a lot of articles about that.
Yeah, let me see.
I didn't read them. Like I said, I see the headlines and I send you the interesting headlines, but there's like I get so many notifications I can't read them all. You know.
Yeah.
I'm reading the ones that are about what's happening in Venezuela or Iran currently.
Yeah.
Fear mongering 101.
Hold on a second.
All right, I'm gonna go nighty night. Love you guys.
Oh, you done for the night?
Yep, I gotta go.
Okay, girl. Well, thank you for coming up with me. I appreciate you.
Good night, everybody. Sleep well. Appreciate you
Good
as well.
night. Oh, you're welcome. I'll see you tomorrow.
I wonder what Craig would think if he got to hear reality screaming at him.
Peace out.
Are you hot? Oh,
Peace
goodness gracious.
Are you hot?
Are you muted?
Hold on, guys.
Are you muted? He says. Right. Nighty night. Nighty night. I'm not going to make you guys suffer much longer. I think I made my point. These two are scum. They don't give a shit about the well-being and the safety of their children. Why do we have to? I can't be forced to care more about the well-being of those kids and be responsible for their well-being. She gets on here and says that we're inciting all of these things to happen, but she has not changed a fucking single thing. She has only doubled and tripled, quadrupled down on blaming everybody else. They tried to blame Clue and put her a part of that fucking comment that was made. She had nothing to do with it. That one comment.
All right, let me see.
And she took full opportunity to exploit the well-being and the dignity of her kids while failing to protect them and their well-being. The sole responsibility of their well-being is on Brittany and Craig. Nobody else. Stop playing fucking games with it. Stop getting on here and fucking gassing up people to believe that she was swatted. Never happened. Stop gassing people up to believe that we, random strangers, are putting her at risk of her children being trafficked. She is the only one that is responsible for their safety, and she continues to fail them on a daily. Well, what I think is hearing more weapons being played with in the back by an intoxicated person. She gets on the fucking road driving, in my opinion, under the influence of substances. Could be something else. I don't fucking care. She shouldn't have a license. She can't even stay coherent for a fucking stream sitting at her desk, let alone operating a fucking deadly weapon that is thousands of pounds driving down the fucking road reading comments on the internet.
I think this is one.
I just need some fresh air.
All right. Idaho unaliver Brian Koberger not responding well to prison life amid complaints and patronizing attitude. Let's see. Life in prison is said to be.
Or bump it to the very end.
Another one's live. He isn't going to be anyone locked up. Well, y'all, it is going on 3 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and get
3 o'clock in the morning. This is going on in that house.
off of here. But I do appreciate.
And she has to be up in hours and behind the wheel of a vehicle to drive those minor children to school. Within 4 hours, she has to be behind the wheel of a vehicle driving those minor children to school, putting other people's lives at risk, including the children.
Y'all and your time. You see, my phone is dead. It's powerful. That was so powerful. Her speech. Whose speech, Whitney? Oh.
The spiritual battle is coming from inside their home.
Dude,
All right, guys. Oh, yeah, Olivia. Let me see. Oh.
damn, I hate being so good.
Well, darn it.
She can't even stay coherent to shut her fucking stream down. Three o'clock in the morning, music fucking blaring.
That's chicken and jive.
All right, y'all. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go. But y'all have a good night. I love you guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Sweet dreams, everybody. Take care of yourself. Love you guys.
Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Summer Girl Mama, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Welcome to the Cabana. And JC, thank you for being a member for 10 months. Thank you for the belated birthday wishes. Absolutely disgusting. Abso-fucking-lutely disgusting. Yeah, I agree, Audacity. 3 a.m. in the morning, she's on there sounding like that, and then in a few hours has to be behind the wheel driving those kids. CK, it's gross. It's truly gross. Yeah, this was a school night. Yep, their first week back to school after Christmas break. But I think I summed it up. I'm over it. I don't care if it's what the situation is. It is wash, rinse, repeat, whether it's the fucking video of her children, whether it's the fucking channels that her children have months later. Don't let that slip your mind. This accidental upload of the inappropriate video was done in January of 2023, January 25th, 2023, according to Angela, who was the one to notify Brittany about that video being uploaded. Within 6 months, June, there is another channel in the name of one of those children's and another video with them pretending that they're injured and needing emergency services. Craig didn't even know what video they were talking about. He thought this video happened in a van. They have no concern or give a fuck about the well-being of those children. While they get on here and blame everybody else. Oh, you're bullying the kids. What if kids at school were to find it? For 3 years, she has sat here and used it as fucking content. Poor her. She did the right thing. She took accountability. She's never taken accountability for a fucking thing. She was given over $10,000 by her community to hire an attorney to get to the bottom of what's going on, if anything is going on. And all she has done is gaslight and lie to her audience more and more, while continuing to push the blame off on every other person. It'll never be our responsibility to protect those children. And let me tell you something, BJ. Listen to me very clearly when I say this. You continue to try and make it my responsibility of what's happening to your kids, I will take the responsibility and make sure I report appropriately what is happening to those children. You keep pushing it off that it's our responsibility, I will take that responsibility and you will fucking dread it. Because if you want me to be responsible for their well-being, then I will put action behind my fucking words. Trust and fucking believe. You want to get on here and push it off on all of us that we should give more of a fuck about your kids' well-being and their safety than you do, just know that some of us will not play. You should have reported it 3 years ago. You didn't handle it appropriately then, period, point blank, end of story. That is on you and Craig, nobody else. You haven't handled it appropriately today in 2026. That comment that was made, while completely disgusting and unnecessary, was one comment that instead of fucking handling like a grown-up and reporting it and saying, you know what, I'm not taking the risk. Let me just make sure that detectives know that this is out there because I've already handled this appropriately. So if somebody does have this video, the kid's dignity is protected. You didn't do that. You fucking got on here and screamed and hollered at Clue and myself. You want me to be the monster in your fucking story? It'll never happen. But continue to play with me. Continue to fucking poke and play and push it off, because I don't play with protecting minor children. Never have, never will. They're not my responsibility. But if you want to make me responsible, just know that with that comes actual fucking reports, comes actual fucking action, not just fucking words on the goddamn internet. I hope all of you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, whatever you are up to. Go get some rest. I'm going to go shower and take my happy ass to bed. We have repair guys coming tomorrow. They're installing a new dishwasher, so I got to be up and ready. I cannot. This shit is just disgusting to me. If you have questions about what I said what the fuck I said. And I didn't stutter. I will never find it acceptable to play with gun safety, to get on here and pretend that she was swatted, to pretend all of these things, oh my God, well, they're doing all of these heinous things to Brittany, and then trying to fucking play semantics about why Brittany might not have reported that video, while telling all of us that there's all these horrific fucking things going on to her family and her children, and then she doesn't do a fucking thing to protect their dignity time and time again. And to the person who said, I'm exploiting her children. No, I'm exploiting Brittany. I'm exploiting Brittany. Brittany is content. You don't like it? Too fucking bad. Brittany is exploiting her children. I am highlighting the exploitation that Brittany chooses to do on a public platform and call it a career. She is monetizing, exploiting, and makes it a career, exploiting the dignity of those minor children while they don't have any consent in what she's doing. Children cannot consent, including hers. And they deserve better. They didn't get to pick who brought them into this world, but they deserve so much better. All right. Have a good night, you guys. Thank you for dealing with me and my stuffed up sounding ass. I appreciate you guys. I know you don't feel all well. Thank you for this. X, of course. Thank you for the support. I've been sitting with this for days and like trying to find the words that even like, I've been angry. I've been super angry over this situation. And it's because at the end of the day, she has used this term incitement while begging for these agencies to be involved in their life. She has been begging for any type of victimhood. It's all self-serving. She is the most selfish person, the most entitled. And then you sit here and listen to the giddiness within Craig talking about the thought of people having that video. If that doesn't make you sick, I don't know what will. If hearing how giddy he is and how elated he is, thinking that grown adults have a video, an inappropriate video of his children, if that doesn't make you feel some sort of way, I don't know what will. You'll probably continue to play semantics around, gun safety and the health and well-being of them potentially being exposed to mold while they're spending thousands of dollars on fucking devices to babysit their children and not doing a fucking thing to clean up that cesspool that they live in. I feel for those kids because I know when they go to school, I can't imagine what their peers would think seeing the videos of what these kids live in. Knowing that these kids have never probably had a play date at their house. They've probably never had kids over. They've probably never got to experience having peers in their home for a play date. They've probably never had a slumber party, which a lot of people aren't good with slumber parties, me neither anymore. But even with family, they are so isolated from the world. Think about that. Think about that at the end of the day. That's not normal. You know how important it is for children to be exposed to peers and to have friends. Yeah, supposedly they can't even play outside. And I don't know about you, but hearing that gun potentially being racked, I think that's what it was. I really do believe this time that was a weapon being racked in the back. As he's escalating his behavior and drinking more and more. Nope. And this is not me dog whistling for anybody to call agencies. There's agencies involved. And I hope sooner or later they fucking pay attention to what's really going on. And before something major happens, I want it known right here and there that when something does happen, it'll never be, you will never get away with saying, oh, they caused this. No. The start and the stop is in that home. Nobody else's responsibility. The call is from within that house. Nobody else's. Good night, y'all. See you soon.